What is going on, guys, and welcome to the channel once again. Thank you so much for coming to hang. We are inside the Nerd Parade Gym Garage once again, which is 2 parts garage, 1 part gym, and we're here for another instance of Let's Lift. Before we get started, I need you to do something for me, and that's tag that subscribe button right there. Also, remember to ring the bell so you get notified of all things Nerd Parade. And we are here doing my workout again for the day. And if you are familiar with how Let's Lift works or have seen any previous Let's Lift videos, I record these little tips, tricks, or hacks for exercising, getting fit, how to properly do movements, and things of that nature while I'm doing my workout. Now, today's workout is the second week of a new program that I'm running. Second week, day 1, and it's back focusing on chest. So today, the tips, tricks, or hacks I'm going to offer you focus on the bench press. One of the most tried and true staple lifts that you have out there, the bench press. Many people swear by it. We're going to teach you some hacks that are going to help out. I am Nick. This is Nerd Parade, and let's lift. So as I mentioned, we're going to be focusing on the bench press today with a couple of tips, tricks, or hacks. And I really, like I mentioned before, I really don't need to tell you that bench press is a staple lift. It's been around since the times of the cavemen, where you saw caveman Crow and caveman Magnum Man to form Cro-Magnon Man. Okay, you get it. Anyway, they were putting up bench press with sticks and rocks. This exercise has been around since weightlifting has been a thing. And there's reason for it. It's because it's one of the best ways to develop your chest. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female or what have you. Bench press is a fantastic exercise to build strength in your chest. Now, what I'm going to show you here is what I like to refer to as a Plateau Buster. Now, you may be at a stage where you feel like you're not really advancing with your weight on the bench press, or you're just looking to kind of spice things up or spur new growth, and you've come to the right place. Now, the bench press is an exercise that is considered a multi-joint movement. It means it uses a lot of different muscles to perform the exercise. Some of those muscles are your triceps, your front deltoid, of course your chest muscles. But what we're going to do is show you a tool. And if you've seen any of the previous Let's Lift videos, you know that I like handy tools that kind of do fancy things. I'm going to show you a tool called the Slingshot. This thing is really pretty cool, and I like to refer to it as a Plateau Buster. You would use a tool like this to put heavier weight on your chest to bust a plateau, to just really max out your chest with as much weight as you can to spur new growth. There's a slew of reasons that you would want to do this, but at its core, it's kind of changing the way that the muscle is activated by the exercise. So that's why I say it could spur new growth. So let's put this thing on, and it's going to look a little goofy, and you may have seen this at the gym before. So you slide it on up to your elbow, okay, and then you do the other side. So we have this fancy tool that's just going to look like you're in some kind of weird, like prison shackles. It's kind of strange. So what this does is it's got kind of the elastic bands, and as you go down with the bench press movement, it'll like kind of rocket your arms back if you release the tension. So I'm releasing the tension on my arm, I'm just kind of relaxing, and it kind of like shoots my arms out. So what this does with the bench press movement is down here, where you're at the point where you're involving the most muscles to get yourself back up to the peak, it adds you that assistance that you would need for your triceps, kind of taking those muscles out of the equation. And by removing the triceps from the equation of your bench press, you could put more weight on there and more stress on your chest with the power of the Slingshot. So the reason why we're going over this today is, like I mentioned earlier, is I consider it a Plateau Buster because you can go noticeably heavier with your bench press with the use of the Slingshot. Let's check it out. What I'm going to do on there, my normal working weight for bench press usually falls around 205 to 225 for my normal working weight. So those rep ranges are usually in the realm of like 8 to 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump it up. I'm going to go to 245, and we're going to do a couple of exercises with our slingshot. So we're going to bust a plateau, we're going to spur new growth and add heavier weight to our chest, all while being taken to a really weak prison. All right, and there you have it. Pushing more than my normal working weight with the power of the slingshot for the added assistance that it offers me by reducing the amount of input that my triceps are required for the exercise. So I'm adding much more stress to my chest than I would normally without the assistance of the slingshot. Now, there's several variations and versions of the slingshot. This is the lowest amount of assistance version. They come in different colors. You may have seen them in the gym, but the blue one is the lowest amount of assistance. I think red and black are like the highest amount of assistance. So it's a tool that's commonly used by powerlifters, but also has a lot of utility for regular bodybuilders in the gym when it comes to spurring new chest growth. I'm also going to use this opportunity to talk about a common question or comment that I receive, and that is, what is your max, brah? Or what is your 1 rep max, brah? You have to use brah after every question because this is the gym and this is how we talk. Anyway, you have to think about 1 rep max as a tool, and I'm a pretty big advocate for knowledge when it comes to bodybuilding and strength gains and so on and so forth. You should educate yourself, because the more educated you are, the less chance there is that you could hurt yourself. So use 1 rep maxes as a tool. Now, I might not have a very popular mindset when it comes to 1 rep maxes, but this is the mindset that I have. The 1 rep max ideal when training is kind of an archaic, old school bodybuilding method. And it doesn't have a lot of use in today's bodybuilding because many other more effective strategies out there exist. Now, knowing what your 1 rep max is useful because you want to work within that 1 rep max range at about 75%. What I mean by that is your working weight should consistently be around 75% of your 1 rep max range. So for the sake of simple mathematics, if your 1 rep max on an exercise is 100 pounds, your working weight for, let's say, 8 to 10 reps should be around 75 pounds. Don't be that guy whose entire weightlifting career is determined by one time that you put up 300 pounds on the bench press and you got it tattooed on your arm. 10/30, 2019. Bench press, 300 pounds, never forget, brah. The next tip, trick, or hack that I'd like to talk to you guys about and show you is something that you may have seen in the gym and actually saw the person doing it and be like, what the hell is that guy doing? Does he know what he's doing? Is he gonna hurt himself? So it may kind of blow your mind a little bit, but it does focus on the bench press, and it does focus on your chest, specifically the upper portion of the chest. Now, traditionally, the way to target the upper portion of the chest has been the incline press. So you're in about this position and you're pressing upwards. That is the incline press. What I'm going to show you today is a technique called the reverse grip bench press. And like I said, you may have seen somebody do this in the gym and be like, what the hell, that dude's going to hurt himself. Well, it's entirely possible, but with proper technique, which I'm going to try to show you here today, it will benefit you so much more than the traditional incline bench press. So the incline bench press versus the reverse grip bench press, studies have shown that about 30% more activation in the upper chest is achieved by the reverse grip bench press than the traditional incline bench press. And I'm going to show you how to do that now. So what I have here on my knees, if you've been a fan of any of the other Let's Lift videos, you might have seen this before. It is the easy or wavy bar. And the reason why I like to do this is because of the oh so comfortable feeling on your wrists. Now, you can do the reverse grip bench press on a standard bench, but I prefer the easy bar or the wavy bar because of my wrist placement, and it actually, in my opinion, puts less stress on your wrists with this bar. So let me show you the movement. So we're doing a standard bench press, only our grip is like so. and the reverse grip is a upward movement. This method of bench press, compared to the incline, like I mentioned earlier, has about 30% more activation across the top part of your chest. So give it a try next time you're at the gym. And if you like the placement of the easy bar on your wrist, I would suggest using it. Just be safe with it. Don't go crazy heavy unless you have a spotter or maybe a place to rack the weights behind you. I'm going specifically lighter than I normally would with this weight because I don't have a spotter in my gym garage. Now, if you prefer to do this exercise on your standard bench with the Olympic bar, you can do the same. Your hand placement is going to be about like so, and it's going to be directly across. Again, I prefer the easy bar because my wrists come in at a little bit of an angle, and in my opinion, it's a little less strain on the wrists. So it's the same movement either way. Pick your preference. Remember that the standard wavy or easy bar is 15 pounds and the standard Olympic bar is 45 pounds. So adjust your weight accordingly and enjoy the new feeling that you're going to have on your upper chest and the new shirt bursting growth that you're going to have. I didn't just squeeze my boobies on the video. You didn't see that. So let me know what you think of these new plateau busting techniques that you learned right here on the Nerd Parade channel during Let's Lift. Let me know in the comments if these have been helpful for you or if you have any questions. I'll do my best to try to answer. You can always join the Nerd Parade Discord, which is in the link in the description below me, and you can try to ask your questions live, where I'll also do my best to answer them. Hit that subscribe button for me and also ding the bell so you can stay up to date on all things Nerd Parade. Hit the thumbs up button for me if you're experiencing some new growth and spice to your workouts, or if this is motivating you to get in the gym and live a healthier lifestyle. Truth be told, making these videos motivates me to get into the gym. I get so excited that I don't want to miss a day. So thank you guys for allowing me to share one of my biggest passions with you. I continue to hope that these videos are helpful. If you feel like supporting Nerd Parade, check out the Patreon. It's in the link in the description below me, and we can do great things together. Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me in my workout today. Remember to take care of yourselves, stay awesome, and we'll catch you in the next episode of Let's Lift. Later.